Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This video we are going to be covering how to use the storm beacons in Fortnite Creative. The advanced storm beacons and the basic storm beacons. So just stick around and let's get started.
My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
So if you want to do the basic storm beacon, you're going to have to go to your creative inventory and then go down to devices. Once you have devices, you scroll all the way down until you reach these three beacons. Now, the advanced storm controller we'll be doing later in this video, but now we are going to be doing the basic storm controller. So that will be the middle one where it says basic storm controller. Okay, so now all we have to do is just throw it down on any square we want. And let's get started. So we go up to here. This is where we press customize. Now what I like to do is that I like to go over to here. Instead of where it says basic options, you switch over on top where it says all options. So first one, generate storm on game start. That's pretty basic understanding. As soon as the game starts, a storm generates. I'm gonna put it as yes. The initial radius, basically that when the storm spawns on game start, that's where it will spawn. For example, I have it as 50 meters right now. This purple ring is where the storm will spawn at. See, if we change it to 100 meters, it goes back all the way over there, which will actually do 100 meters. It could be anywhere you want. End radius will be where the storm ends at. For example, if it will end at 5 meters, 0 meters, or 10 meters. So it will come from there, it will shrink all the way, and it will stop at 5 meters, wherever 5 meters is right here. The wait time, this is the wait time before the storm begins to shrink in. It could be like 5 seconds, it could be 20 minutes. So let's put it to 10 seconds for the sake of time for this video. Resize time is how long it takes for the storm to fully shrink in to where it stops at the 5 meter point, which I'm going to have it as 30 seconds. The delay time is that if you don't have the storm generate on game start, this is like the time before it, like, the storm appears, like how long before the storm will show up before the game, after the game started. Damage, the 10%, 15%, that all basically means like how much ticks it will be. For example, 0 tick, 1 tick, 2 tick, 5 tick, 7 tick, 10 tick. Let's have it to a 2 tick storm. Unfinished behavior, that's basically means like what it will do when it's finished moving. Move delay time, the move delay time is how long it takes. So when the storm appears, how long it will take before it will start shrinking in. So we'll have the time set for 5 seconds, so it will automatically appear here when the game starts. It'll take 5 seconds before it starts shrinking in. So what we are going to do is that we're going to go here. Where was it? So move delay time before the storm moves. That's what I just explained. Let's have it to 5 seconds. Move direction. So this basically means the move direction is that if it'll go to the beacon or if it'll just go to a random direction wherever it wants to go. Minimum move distance is how, if you want to do it as a random storm, how, like, what's the least amount of meters it can move before it stops moving. For example, maximum move distance, what's the maximum move distance it can move. For the move time, this will also be for the random direction, how long it will move for. And then generate storm from receiving from, and then all these channels which you can control from triggers. So we had the storm here, and let's start the game. So we see it takes 5 seconds before the storm starts. As you can see on my mini map, this is the 5 meter mark. You see that there's the storm. And then the storm will come shrinking in. I set it to 30 seconds. That's the resize time of how much it takes in. And you can see on my minimap again how far we are from the zone and the storm coming towards us. Which, again, I set to 5 meters, so this is not that big of a circle. And it stopped. See, and it's just gonna stay here. And also, I set it to, I think, a 2 tick zone. Let's see. Sorry, a 10 tick zone. That's how I meant. And yeah, that's the basic storm controller. Now let's head over to the advanced storm controller. So now for the advanced storm controller, you're gonna have to go back to the creative inventory and go down to devices. What you'll need is that you'll need this advanced storm controller right here, just at least one. And then you want to skip the basic storm controller, and then you want to go over to the advanced storm beacon. You can get up to 50 of these. You can at least get to 1 or 50. I'll do 3 just for the video. So what you would do is that you would place the advanced storm beacon, the advanced storm controller, and what I like to do is that I like to place my beacon right here, but I like to move it with the phone fairly close to it, which I'll explain in a moment. So we have these 2 objects right here. Let's first start with the advanced storm controller. For this one, it says generate storm on game start, which I said earlier that it starts. I don't do these because these don't really matter if you're going to do with the beacons. So generate storm on game start, yes, and phase 1 radius. A phase is like a position where the storm is at. So for example, I'll have the phase 1 radius as 40 meters, let's say. So that purple ring is the phase 1 radius. Now what you want to do is that you want to grab your beacon, and then again, this is the first position or the first phase of the storm. The end radius, you're going to copy the same as 40 meters. That's why I put them fairly close to each other, so the ring kind of matches up a little bit. So it won't be so confusing. So then the resize time, how long it takes for the storm to come in. Let's have it as 20 seconds. How much ticks will be? Let's go 5 ticks. Movement behavior. Again, this is move randomly, move wherever you want in the map, or move to beacon. So our first phase is done. Now we can just throw phase 2 wherever we want. Let's throw it over here. So press customize. This is going to be phase 2. Basically, this is position 2. Position 1's right here. That means it will move the storm to phase 2. So the end radius, let's make it a little bit smaller, 20 meters. But luckily, you don't need the advanced storm controller for other phases. Resize time, how long it takes for the storm to get from there to here. So after that's how long it'll take. Let's go to 30 seconds. Damage, that's how much ticks. Movement behavior, move to beacon. We're gonna do one final phase. And you can have up to 50 phases. It's ridiculous. Well, we can do these one final phase, which would be the third position or third phase. And I like to make it small, but not fully enclosed, so they won't just get killed automatically. but at least 5 meters. Rescience time will be 30 seconds, how long it will take from phase 2 to 3. Damage, let's go 10%. Movement behavior, move to beacon. So that's all the settings, and let's quickly spawn. That's the first storm. And then it'll start moving to phase 2. Again, like I said, this is like, these are positions kind of. That was position 1, and now it's moving to position 2. So now this is position 2. It's going to stop at. And then in the other options, you'll see delay time, and then you could change the delay time of how long it will sit and stay for each storm. So this is going to be heading to phase 3, and you see how it's just slowly shrinking because I set the radius to 5 meters, the end radius. And it is almost done. There we go. So yeah, that's basically how to control the storm. Now it's that I don't have anyone face it, it's just going to move off wherever it wants to over there. And it's just going to slowly shrink until it can't no more. So again, you can fix that in the more options settings to just stay at finish on one of the options. But yeah, that's it. That's how you control the basic and advanced storm controller beacons. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, subscribe.